Listen, if you're a creator and you're getting pretty good views on YouTube right now and you want to hit your big break and pull crazy views and be talked about by everybody on the planet, you should not be searching just for your next big video idea, but you should be looking for your next big direction. And I think the best way to explain this and why it's so important is to talk about these creators called Sam and Colby. So Sam and Colby are two YouTubers that I worked with a couple years ago, and probably the nicest YouTubers I've ever worked with. These guys are so down to earth and so friendly. And honestly, I loved every single second of working with them. But when I was vibing with them and working with them, they told me how they got started. And I also did some research, and it was pretty interesting. So these guys, I'm going to fast forward how they initially blew up, but these guys started posting on YouTube. And for a good moment, if you go on their YouTube channel, you'll see that they were kind of lost. They were making random videos, but the views were dropping. They weren't doing too well. And it kind of seemed like they were a bit lost. Okay. And then all of a sudden they made a video. I wonder if I'm going to be able to find it, but they made this one video where they basically investigated this haunted location or something. And that video blew the hell up. It did insanely well. And all of a sudden, from being lost and not knowing what kind of content to make and their views dropping steadily, they had a clear direction. We're going to do haunted stuff. And that's what they pivoted to. They have virtually zero competition. Their videos hit crazy views. And they have a format they can rely on, and they stand out. I mean, the world is basically theirs. These guys are absolutely crushing it. And so this is what I mean. You're not just looking for your next big video idea. You're thinking too small. You need to look for the next thing that's going to blow you the fuck up. That's basically what Mr. Beast did if you think about it. You know, he, instead of making clickbait content that everybody else was making, his thing was the craziest idea you could think of. He actually did it and recorded it, and that's why those videos blew up. That was a new format. That was not a one-off. And the very opposite of this, in my opinion, what you don't want to be is this creator, Mystery Or right here. Love this guy. Dude has made absolute bangers, but he made this one mega banger 5 years ago, 78 million views. It crushed. And then I believe he just was not able to follow up on that ever. There was a whole year between that video and other ones, and he just hasn't been able to hit it. Now, 78 million views is sick, but I would personally rather have 10 million views on every single video consistently because I discovered a format and not just a one-off banger. And so this is what I want you to think about. I have a neighbor, he's old and he's wise. He's kind of like Yoda, actually. And I go talk to him every couple of weeks, and he always tells me, Marcus, you're thinking too small. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm thinking too small? I think I'm thinking pretty damn big. Thank you very much. But I am thinking too small, and you're probably thinking too small too. Every YouTuber is looking for the next big idea. You should be looking for your next big, that's a B, thing, okay? What is the format that you're going to discover that's going to do crazy views? Mr. Beast's $1 to $1 billion series, he did that like 13 times, and each video ripped views. So that was a great format. Or Sam and Colby's pivot. They pivoted from general entertainment to horror, survival type stuff. That's a terrible description, but they pivoted to haunted stuff, and it crushed for them. And especially as YouTube is changing right now from people watching general creators to more specific niche creators, you want to find your thing that gets crazy views. So don't be afraid to experiment. Make calculated bets on videos. I think this one could do pretty well. Try it out. If it doesn't do well, it's not just a loss, but it's an avenue you can cross off that doesn't work for you. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. Peace.